Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Saturday Survival
In Space Engineers.
in Space Engineers. Apparently, somebody's gravity is messing with the ship. It was not like this when I started. Somebody's messing with things. Anyway, hello chat, hello everyone. It is time to stream. Yes, it is time to stream. We have added Bob to the world because I'm over it. I'm over building the ship. We're gonna Bob it. So first things first, I'm gonna build a bobsled, and we're just gonna fill that with everything we own, and we're gonna build the ship.
Yay.
Yay!
Maybe,
So, what was that?
I was gonna say maybe just add the bobs to the large welder.
Yeah,
Place of welder.
that's what I was thinking. But yeah, so for everyone wondering, tonight we are joined by our regulars. We've got Creator.
Oh,
We've got Drago.
meet you all.
We've got Final 57.
Hello.
Jure.
No.
Waco 545.
¿Qué tal, señores y señoras?
Lucian V Ghost. The one, the only Butter Voice.
Thank you, Dee. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof.
And of course, the Peerless Nabarine.
The peerless? The
Peerless.
fearless?
Peerless. I said peerless.
Me.
Wait. The Nab. Alright. Alright, everyone. You want to earn your bananas today? Let's get outside.
Yes, sir.
Once I finish loading, yes, sir.
I don't know what gravity is pulling, probably
Yeah,
from the
I'm
main
not
ship.
sure what's happening. But
Anyway,
it's obnoxious.
So I'm gonna go down here. I did add Bob. I did clean up the world. I'm hoping that the things that I have done have made it run smoother, but we'll see. There's only one way to find out. Gonna pull this thing out. Oh, what? Where's my? Oh, that's right. I
Welder ship.
died last time. We're gonna take the big welder ship and we're gonna change it into a bob ship. So just replace those welders with bobs. I gotta go back to this. I think this is where all the welders are. Anyway, let me look at chat here. Chat's all like, hey, Captain Rush, Death 13A, Floki, Drago, and Master Scarlet. Just attach the bobs to the ship itself along the conveyor network. Yeah, I mean, that's an option, except that the bobs are not going to be part of the fighting world. This is only for the build. So I just accessed a conveyor network, so if that made everything go slow, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see here. And how are our sound levels, guys, in chat? Everything sound okay?
Good here.
Let's see. Elite grinder, maybe? Elite welders. Where are my grinders? Where are my grinders at? Where'd they go? Alright.
Energy critical.
Oh, energy critical right away. A few elite grinders, and then I'll go find a ship to not die in. Huzzah!
Sorry about staring into nothing, everybody. I am
Sound is good.
working on getting pings out.
Yay, pings.
Open.
You just got me.
It don't
Yep,
mean a
right.
thing if it ain't got that ping.
What?
Excellent.
Well, thankfully, the pings in Microsport go automatic.
Mm-hmm. And we are grateful for that. Here. Lemo.
Apparently... Ooh, I'm getting some severe lag tonight.
I mean, so situation normal?
No, I'm getting it too.
I am in an inventory, so let's see.
Go home.
Is that better now? Now that I'm not in an inventory?
My lag is so bad that I can't even place a block.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you'll need to wait a couple seconds. That happens from time to time.
Waco's like, welcome to Argentina.
Yeah, basically.
I have to remember how to play because it's been so long. Okay, let's come up here. This is the thing. So that's a thing.
So that's a thing.
Okay, and then Waco, I will set up the bobs once we get them all
I-
attached.
We are being told that I'm a bit quiet.
Nab is a bit quiet. Okay. Let me see if I can do something about that. Nab, you might have to do something. I've got her maxed out
And
now.
here I am talking again. Is that
Is that
any
better? And I can make myself a little quieter because I am a little loud. And boost Discord a little bit. Alright, let's see if that's better.
I'm
It's just
talking.
good. The box like here on the side.
Ultimate danger noodle printing? Yeah, pretty much. We can put the bobs every which way here. So, oop, no, not that. That goes back.
Well, that was interesting.
What happened?
Just had an entire row of steel scaffolds just go poof.
Oh yeah, they do that sometimes.
If bobs are active,
Oop.
they will do that. Anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, none of the bobs should be active yet. So,
Yeah, they're automatically off when they're replaced.
ooh, I'm getting some...
Make sure bombs are off.
I'm
Yeah,
hearing
I got thrown.
bangs and clangs. We're off to a stunning start, Keen.
Bangs and clangs and human boomerangs.
Speaking of Keen, so anyone watching, listening, whatever, do not install the beta without backing up your saves because they have, quote, gotten reports of people losing their saves and blueprints because they've installed the beta. So that's
Well done.
a thing.
Yeah, so be careful.
Be careful out there.
Where is Nikadudu?
Up.
Up.
The big ship.
Oh,
Everywhere except where you're going.
yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
That is like the rule.
There you go. She's louder, but is still quiet.
Well, I think he's talking about me just
Oh,
being
okay.
quiet, but
You are quiet.
I am quiet. Thanks, Floki. Floki the Gift Lord
Mm-hmm.
in our Discord.
Give Lord Discord. What is going on here? Okay, so
I hear banging out there.
yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's probably something that's landing geared to something, I would guess.
It could be me. I'm still disassembling what's left with the user Reaver.
Okay, hopefully this bob ship will handle
A little
that.
bit more
Floki,
than just one reactor with.
Floki, you don't have to hold back with the gifts if you don't want to. It's okay.
I think he got scolded last time.
He got scolded as to where he was putting them.
I think
Was
it
it-
was because
It's better
Silent.
it's better in in-game chat just because that is usually where we put things that have nothing to do with anything but people in game. But
Well, I mean, I'm not in there, and, you know, I want nothing to do with anything in game.
Huh.
I'm joking, I'm joking. I want to do everything in game.
Energy
I just
level.
can't.
we're just happy that we didn't update or take part in that that public test, because if we had,
Beta.
It could have annihilated
it
Deadly
could have
Salvage.
annihilated Deadly Salvage. Like, Deadly
'Cause-
Salvage would have been completely dead. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But it's not.
Hurt like a lot.
Space or happiness.
Badly.
That is why I have a full backup of my whole app data folder. You know,
Yeah,
just in case.
I have one now too, but
I actually, early on in my YouTube career, or early on in my space engineer's career, I should say, I did have, once upon a time where my computer utterly destroyed itself. And in the process, when I ran the Windows reset where it says, oh, we'll all your files, you don't have to worry about a thing. Everything in the update folder. Everything. Including, but limited to, the almost one-to-one replica of the Ulysses submarine that I had been working on. Which, as you can probably guess, tiny bit devastating.
mm-hmm.
What's up, Trey?
I get the of the app data folder, but wasn't that the whole reason why they made the whole My Documents folder to locate all your documents in file?
Yeah.
No clue.
Yep. Well, I mean, you know, Microsoft is only a little bit ahead of Keen when it comes to making sense, so. I will say that the
I'm sorry,
Bobs,
Since when did Microsoft make sense?
well, they make dollars for sure. I mean,
No.
To beat me pretty.
nyuk, 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 nyuk. Oh, we are bobbing it. Bobbing it. Floki, the sultry voice you're hearing is Lucian V. Ghost. They've been around in our streams for a few weeks now. We ran into them on Atlas, bumped into them on Armco, and now we can't get rid of them.
Oh, so
You
that's
say
why
you
you're
can't get
here.
rid of me, but do you really want to get rid of me?
I respectfully refuse to answer the question, Lucian. Hey, Black Phoenix, welcome.
Sir.
My client isn't. Oh, I forgot it. Why does this happen to me?
All right.
My client doesn't want to answer that question. Goodbye, sir. Have a good day.
You can't handle the truth. Should I put more bobs on this thing? I should.
Probably. It's a huge ship.
I think instead of more bobs, we should get another ship, exactly like this one. So we can weld more stuff and have more inventory, meaning we need to refuel less.
Well,
But that's half the time.
fuel's not a problem here. I'm
It's
actually
your
gonna set them to
Bye.
grind if weld stuck. Is what I'm gonna turn all these bobs to.
Make them grind.
Grind if weld stuck. So they're gonna go after these bad guy ships here that have been sitting here for a while to get more resources.
Okay.
It's only if they have nothing to weld though.
Sure.
Or if they don't have enough, yeah. Or I can send a couple on. Oh no, it looks like they're grinding. Oh no, they're welding. They're welding my ship. Look at that thing go. Suddenly bobs are easy. Look at all that lovely construction. Yes, Androth, welcome. We are trying to get this thing done. So I've had it. Although I will say I haven't had any big hangs. This one.
Yeah, it's been actually quite smooth. Admittedly.
Everything
Even
still
though
like
it's
some-
Oh no, is it grinding that thing?
So,
It's welding that up. That's unacceptable.
Is it hacked?
It must be.
What?
I'm gonna go to use all terminals so I can paint this thing. Camera tools, can use all terminals. Actually, I don't think I just do it this way. And can I transfer this to me? Yes, I can. And now, so the brine color, by the way, like it used to be, is all the way to the right on all 3 sliders. What the? No! What are you firing at?
Inventory full.
The Bob welded up the thing. Oh, thank you, Black Phoenix. Thank you for subscribing to our Patreon. You're awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
If Bob enables an antenna, I'm going to kill it.
So now I'm
So
gonna
Bob or the antenna?
go to all the salvage we've got and paint it the grind color here. So I have to go to this, Control A, transfer to me, yes.
I'm gonna make sure these new Bobs have the correct configuration.
Okay. Just match the configuration that's already on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set, I think I'm gonna change a couple of them to grind before weld as well. Let's see, there's gotta be another. I thought we had more totally legitimate salvage than that. Oh, we got some over
one
here.
off. I'll have to go grab it and bring it back.
Oh, there's another one
there's a
down
big
there.
one.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, just make sure you paint it bright red.
Wait,
I'll-
everything on the right is set for welding, not grinding.
everything on
Grinding
the
is another color.
no, grinding is everything to the right should be.
Yeah.
Did I do it the
but
wrong one?
That's not how it's set on the Bobs. Yeah.
Oops. Okay. Well, that's how it's supposed to be set. Could you fix that for me, Huaco?
Yeah, it's already fixed. It should be grinding.
Thank you. We'll set a couple bobs to grind before weld, and then it will.
Speaking of grinding and welding, just please remember that we are finishing these ships. We are not building anything else. Like, so
Yeah.
you should be helping building or welding up the ships that are already built instead of building a different ship.
Is this actually grinding?
Wait, does that mean I need
No,
to
you're
stop working
fine.
on Spectre?
You're fine on the Spectre because it's one of the ships already being
It's
built.
so
In production.
Yes.
From before the rule, yeah.
But if you have gone off in a corner to do your own thing, stop.
grind color all the way over. There we go. And I'll set these 3 to weld only. Grind if weld stuck. Grind if weld stuck. Okay, it should be now annihilating this ship.
Floki says, does it take paint scheme into consideration because the camouflage red that he uses is that red?
No.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think.
Hmm.
I don't think it takes skins, just color, so we could make it.
Hang on. I got
We
it.
So-
can change it to a
100?
specific.
Let's, I'm going to take the saturation down to 97 here. And don't repaint skin. Okay. Boom. Boom.
Saturation
Boom.
97, copy that.
Well, no. I'm repainting the camouflage on the ship that he made.
Oh, okay.
So leave that all the way to the right.
Because it's easier that way.
It's easier that way. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Do. There's not a whole lot of it here, so. There we go. Okay, is it grinding this or is it welding it? I can't tell. Is
I think
Oh,
it's
thank
grinding
you.
it.
it is grinding? Yes, we're grinding.
Listed
Okay, good.
particles indicate
The particles used to be different colors in different directions. Say 4. I'm gonna give you also a couple more thrusters, I think.
They're requesting a grind color, but I think we're just gonna keep it to all the way to the right.
Yep.
Also, Scorpion Core, we're doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. Gonna get this thing done.
That's the plan.
By the way, people who are playing with us right now, do you want us to switch to somehow not talking to you guys as well as talking to our stream, or are you cool with that still?
What?
Why wouldn't we be cool with that?
I don't know. Like, for example, if I'm playing a game with multiple people and I'm streaming to Twitch, I'm on push to talk in Discord so that
Well, we can't do that.
for that.
Because
Well, I
of
guess
how we
technically,
have
yeah,
our-
with how we're doing our microphones, can't do that anyway. But yeah,
Nabarine,
No, it's
I
fun
think
hearing you
what-
chat with, well, chat.
okay, good.
I like it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I think what everyone here is thinking is, it's your channel, do it how you want,
Mhm.
and we're happy to go along.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
That is one valid answer.
Well, thank you.
Now,
Fly
I don't
down
know
this
if
way.
Bob is grinding itself down or
Your
what,
health is low.
but okay.
Bob is grinding itself down.
I don't
That
think,
seems
but
a little
there's like
counterintuitive.
particles of grinding particles on a Bob, and it's like,
Plays on the block and on the bob itself, like the particles at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It
So whenever it's welding, there's particles on the bob saying it's welding.
So Scorpion Core, the reason she asked that is we were in a stream the other day with lots and lots and lots of people. And a couple of the other people were just sort of ignoring Discord while they were talking to the stream, which is fine, but it can lead to some confusion, and so she was just making sure that people were okay with the status quo as is. Okay, that's looking good.
Answer, yes we are. Long answer, yes we are.
Yeah. So we're gonna need to get probably more resources here to keep building things. I mean, right now I'm just sort of barely in range. Actually, you know what I can do? I can bring my resources with me. Let me put a landing gear on this thing. And then I will drag the Hulk with me.
I'm on my way to pick up this other wreck.
Nice. So here, I think. Construction components I'm short on. I can find some of those probably. Probably. There we go.
I wish we had an inventory script that like didn't lag a lot.
It's not the lag, it's just it like stops, things stop working properly.
Yeah. Wait, I think I could edit a little bit the one we have on Nika Doodoo to make it run only on a button.
Oh, just so it sorts, so it only sorts when you push the button?
No,
Doesn't
when I
drag
press
you?
the bottom, I just send everything to the LCD, whatever's
Ah.
on the inventory to an LCD, so we can check what we have, what we don't, and what we need to produce.
Yeah, well, I think right now it's construction components and stuff, but right now I'm bringing this Hulk over so I can eat it while I'm welding up the main ship here.
Okay.
And I may add still more bobs onto this thing. This is muy slow. Oh, that's why. It's fighting me.
Chan chan chan.
Inventory.
Robots
full.
revolt.
No, there was a large thruster on the other ship that was fighting me pretty well. There we go.
Oh. Well, this is interesting.
What else?
The Nika Doodoo reactors are all yellow. We are running on battery power.
Are they
Yeah, I
out of
think that was
uranium?
something mentioned.
Yeah, I think I ran out of uranium.
All reactors are out of uranium on Nika.
Yeah, that's okay, because I think we've kicked the Reavers' butts. I don't think they'll be back.
You really want to poke the poke the weavers like that, boss?
I'm pretty sure they're not going to be back.
Tempting fate.
Yes.
I mean, the guy who's running the world says he's pretty sure they're not going to come back, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to come back.
Yeah, there's a hint
Like-
there, fellas.
Yeah.
And just poking fun. The
Yeah, I know.
That's why there's one 10K away from us, right?
That's
At
Hulk.
least so much.
Bring it in.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I just saw it like bad.
Anything that spawned in the world will stay there when you remove the mod. Just no new ones will spawn.
I'm getting some
Like,
weird.
is that looking?
Yes, it's fine, but something feels weird. Feels a little chunky, even though it says it's not chunky. We'll leave it for a second.
Oh wait, no. Oh no, it's minified.
What?
Oh no, I'm talking to myself too with script stuff.
Okay. Right, so we probably do need at least one more Bob ship. So if
Told ya.
one person can... Do we have a ship we can convert real quick? Oh, you know what? Small grid ships actually work really well as Bob ships, because the Bobs are shorter range, but you can fit a lot more of them. So if someone could grab one of those small grid welder ships and just slap a whole mess of Bobs on them, and then just start going to town.
Probably gonna need more cargo space file.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Black Phoenix.
Welcome back, Black Phoenix. Thank you.
Guess I'll work on it.
Okay, crew. Thank you. There's one of them is sitting kind of off the starboard bow of the nameless smiley face ship. Okay. So guys, we're gonna have to do a lot of talking today because there's not gonna be a whole lot of action, unfortunately. A Bob Spar from the main base. That's actually a decent idea.
Hopefully, Bob will help us go a little faster in getting to the action.
Oh, I can't repaint this one because the welder which I used to make it was owned by Warfic.
You shouldn't have to repaint the ship.
To make Bob eat it?
Yeah, that was all I was going to do, but I guess I'll do it manually.
Okay, converting a small ship. What small
Yeah,
ships
this.
do we have?
We've got.
Figured out what
Go ahead.
I figured out what blew up that grid. It was the shields.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Definitely.
We can drop shields now, by the way. We can set our shields down.
Watch that.
Scarlet, no thank you. We appreciate you, but no thank you.
What is Scarlet suggesting now?
Oh, he's like, I can provide action if needed. Begins throwing ships at DE and party.
That is Scarlet.
Yes, but actually, no thank you.
So I was thinking about the custom badges for our YouTube subs, because, I mean, the standard ones are okay, like, but they're so generic. And I was like, well, we could have it like a growing ball and chain that eventually turns into the logo, or I could make it bananas because bananagans, but DE's Twitch is bananas.
BANANAS. My Twitch is bananas.
And so I was just trying to figure out a custom badge that people would be like, yes, that's my Ball&ChainGaming badge. But it's difficult, you know, like it's so small, I can't really make like Artemis. I can't do anything like that because it's small.
A badge that says DS and...
Yeah, the little weird S
like
thing.
that?
Yeah. Those are loyalty badges, and so it's really small. And so I don't want to see, and there's Scarlet with the Artemis, right? Sorry, it's too small. It would get lost.
You could try to do like different color headphones.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But then it would just be the logo with different colors, and I don't know. Like for me, it's like, oh come on, be more inventive.
Okay.
Sometimes simple. Yes.
Yeah, simple is good, that's fine, but
Oh, well, this is not a good use of our resources.
You
First
probably...
of all, that's welding the grinder pit. Interesting.
Oh, Scarlet, that's a great idea. He says do the remote control block with various colors where the green goes.
Oh, that is a good idea.
That is a good
That's a
idea.
good idea.
That's a great idea because that's, yeah, different AIs. Thank you, Scarlet.
Yeah.
I'll try and get to work on that. Thank you. I like it. Because that works with the different colors. The idea of the logo with different colors, I was hesitant, one, because it would kind of look weird, I think, to have the logo just kind of recolored, but I like the idea of the changing of the lights because that's indicative of a different type of AI. So I like that.
Only concern I would voice is it's King's asset and using it, whether it falls into common.
That is a good point to bring up, but if it's
a hand-drawn...
it's a hand-drawn thing, and they wouldn't. I don't think that would count.
Oh my gosh, I can hear the kids screaming again.
I told them that if I had to go in there again, they wouldn't be able to watch anything tomorrow.
Oh my. They are going to have a bad day tomorrow, aren't they? Goodbye, random
This
minor
will
ship.
keep happening for a couple of weeks, just so you know.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we know.
So those of you guys in the audience who do not know, the boys recently were moved into the same room. So they're getting used to the dynamic of having every single one of them in the same room at bedtime, and and I know that, you know, it's getting used to, but if I have them in there and we don't have rules, then it's gonna, like, I can't just suddenly introduce, okay, now you guys can't talk to each other at night, you know, like.
That is very true.
Yeah, and it's been an hour. Been up talking and warned several times that, hey, it's bedtime. Like, you can pretend, and I'm a kitty cat. Okay, kitty cats curl up when they sleep. Curl up, and I'll tuck you in. Go to sleep. But yeah, it's not like I just walk in there and go, you can't do anything. Fall asleep.
Well, I mean, that's what I do. And then I hit them with a frying pan.
Right. Yes, of course.
Try flashbangs.
A frying pan of love.
A frying pan full of love.
Yes.
That's what my dad said when.
Right, fine, it's legal, but okay.
Oh no, I keep getting funnier.
It's because I'm pulling things out of the inventory, and when I pull things out of the inventory, it lags because Keen Software House.
Oh.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, my dad, when I take them off, would throw flashbangs into a bucket.
What?
Who keeps flashbangs around the house?
Sounds mildly dangerous.
Marine training sergeant,
But
DI.
isn't that government issue? Isn't that government property? Like, wouldn't that be...
If the private, not if the privately owned. I'm sorry, bought.
think
Which you can do.
the cost in order to get them and license them isn't worth using to mess with kids. I mean, we fun to, but it's not.
Let's put it like this: Grandpa was very Jewish. Let's put it like that.
I don't
We had
Okay.
know what that means.
What does that have to do with flashbangs?
means that my family has a lot of money,
Okay.
and my dad has quite a few. We're just a weird family. I'll just go with that.
Probably the best way to
I
put it.
will go and talk to the children.
No, I think it's actually coming in through the mic now.
Yep.
Yep.
They're behind 2 closed doors.
That sounds like a fight. If it's 2 doors, that's a fight, possibly.
Okay,
Either
yeah.
a fight or someone's gotten a little bit too excited.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some welding action going on from the base as well. See how I left the other Bob ship going. You have destroyed the other ship. I'm gonna take over. Oh, it looks like it's actually grinding this one down. Excellent.
Yeah,
This one.
it's almost gone. Oh, that's gone. And I'm just
Things
throwing
are
all
getting
this
there.
scrap metal.
Oh, I should actually probably turn all these Bobs on. That'll probably help a lot too.
Wait, the bobs weren't on?
A bunch of them weren't.
Well,
Yep. I have them. They're currently now taking apart one of the small grid miners that we'd never use. Completely annihilating it, actually. That's kind of brutal.
Alright, what else do I need to take over on the ship so I can paint it red?
You have magic powers. You could just use those. You don't have to turn on creative mode tools. You have to can use all terminals. I don't consider
I didn't know I
that.
had magic.
I was going to tell you, but I forgot.
Ah, yes.
Androth, this is getting real dark real quick. Yep. Okay.
Oh no, the bomb ship turned into a flashlight.
Turn into a flashlight?
Yeah, all the welding particles.
Oh yeah.
So,
There you go.
it was the littlest one who was being bad, and so because I was used to being lumped in with the bad kids when a teacher was upset or whatever, I made sure that the kids who were being good still get to do what they want tomorrow, and the little one has to sit upstairs when the other boys are watching.
Oh.
Yeah,
Brutal.
well, he was the only one ruining it, so I wasn't gonna have him ruin it for all of the others.
That kid just doesn't understand. And I don't know why he doesn't understand.
Well, he's 2, but
he's almost 3. He's pretty close to 3.
yes, he is pretty close to 3, and he does understand most everything. Like, he's a smart cookie. He just sometimes he goes about trying to make his brother's day the worst. Like he can get nefarious sometimes.
Dr. Nefario. Yeah, we got a lot of bobs going. I like it. I like it a lot. It's starting to look.
I just look forward, and I see the front of the Spectre sparking, and I'm like, "What have I done?"
No, that's
and
the.
then I realize, oh no, it's being welded.
Yeah, it's the like the 12 bob sprue that I stuck out the front of the ship, and it's grabbing yours, and it's hitting the nameless ship. But
Scarlet, I was gonna say the same thing.
We should really get a name by the end of this stream, because if we go with a nameless ship to battle, yeah.
Energy low.
Like bad luck.
Bad luck.
Oh, and predictably, energy low on DE.
Okay, we'll call it energy law. There we go.
It's so
Thank
funny.
you, by the way, Nathan. Also, there seems to be, so when it comes to the loyalty badges that we were talking about earlier, it has to do with, I think, how long you have been a member. I'm almost positive that those ones are based on how long you've been a member and not how much you donate. The amount of money doesn't matter, and except for the perks that come with it. It's the amount of time you have been a member. So Black Phoenix, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure why you had to go back in and redo it, because I think that it...
No, I think it's been a month since he joined.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if it was like a automatically... because it wouldn't make sense if the loyalty badges are for how long you've been a member. It wouldn't make sense for it to kick you off every time and make you do it every time. It would be like a monthly rolling thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I think it goes 1 month, 3 months. I'm actually just I'm gonna sit on this couch and I'm gonna figure it out.
You better. You do that, Nab. You sit on that couch.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
Sit! Good, Nab.
Slowly backs away.
I use this thing to take other things apart.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Green Boy is ready to be docked.
Okay, there are 6 different badges. And it's each one highlights how long a viewer has been a member. So the badge times count how long each member has cumulatively paid for a membership. So if an active member joined your channel a year ago but only paid for a total of 9 months out of the 12 months, the badge would be a 9-month membership. So the durations associated with them are new, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. So I could attempt to make a little Artemis or a little Verdict or whatever. I don't promise they would look anything like the characters that tiny of an icon.
Oh my
But-
gosh, so many laser turrets on this side. Oh wow.
But I can try.
Thing's gonna melt the server as soon as it fires.
That's why.
Crew,
Oh, sorry, Black.
I think what you have there is actually pretty good. What I saw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think Green Boy has 8.
8's probably fine.
Alright, I guess it's fully ready.
Okay, sweet. Load it up and fly it out. Looks like something out of Supreme Commander or Total Annihilation, all the little particles going around.
There's a Reaver fighter out there.
It's been there. It's a Hulk.
Waldo, do you want
Hey,
to
Drew?
take over?
Crew, do you want me to place the bobs on welding only?
Grind if wall gets stuck.
Okay. And the
I already
for
set it up.
grinding is correct. Yep. Except janitor grades not on next to be on. There we go. Blocks that have no owner will get grinded. That's how it's set on both ships, so make sure everything you own it's at your name.
Alright. Do you want to take over, or should I keep going?
Nothing, it was like a little check. If you want to continue, continue. If you want me to take over, sure.
That should do everything for all the bobs. There we go. All this thing's bobs are online. I will go eliminate that little wreck. The Reaver Fighter.
Oh. I forgot Bob's told you what you need. Okay.
They do tell you what you need.
Super conductor, small steel tubes, and a whole lot of thruster components.
Good night, Floki.
Hi, Floki.
Good night,
It is
Floki.
so much DACA, but it might be too much DACA because of how Space Engineers runs. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We're probably gonna need to turn off like half of them.
Or just remove half of them. I mean...
Yeah, just make them go away. After it's all built.
Yeah.
I don't think we can use bobs in the actual battle. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No,
Yeah,
we're not going to be
definitely
using bobs
not.
in the battle. Oh, man.
Do we have any
Assistant, I'm going to
expert
utility script.
tools, perchance?
There's some grinders, I know. There was at least one expert welder, elite welder.
Well, I've got an elite welder. Where would I find?
You're going to have to search in the inventory. I built 6 of them, I think.
Okay. Aha! Look at that. It was in the first container I got to. That's helpful.
Oh, jeez!
You okay?
It's still armed.
Oh.
Nice knowing you, DE.
I just saw it on the stream.
I'm good.
Well,
I'm
you
good.
were expecting it for it to like automated weapons to be off.
I didn't realize it was not dead. Did I lose a lateral thruster? I did. I lost a bank of lateral thrusters.
Oof. Do you need rescue?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Actually, I can't do that because I'll lose this. Alright, let's go back to the shipyard, I guess. Yeah, it hit me with a rocket. Someone turn an antenna on back at base because I seem to have lost where I'm going. Aha, there they are. Thank you. Yeah, all the ticking, the bobs that are off.
Raster components. We need gold. Do we have any gold?
No, we don't.
We need gold.
All right.
We'll go run.
Thank you.
Do we still have gold in that spot?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Let's gonna place the green boy right connected to the big welder.
Okay.
Thruster components. Oof.
It's a lot of thruster components. We should still have
Okay.
plenty of platinum. It's just the gold we're bound on.
I think
So
just trying to see how much would that be.
Yeah, check and see if we need anything else. So I'll get it while I'm out.
Okay, for now we need like 50k gold ingots, so get a lot of ore.
Woohoo!
We need milk and eggs.
Hey Ronodano, how you doing, man?
awesome.
Good to see you in chat.
There we go. Now it doesn't need to worry about cargo, and the box can still do their magic.
Nice.
How much iron do we have?
We have plenty of iron.
I really hope we have plenty of iron when you say plenty.
I found all of our uranium.
Okay, yeah. Then
Okay.
yeah, we have enough iron, I think.
I hear. What is the 2-year-old saying?
Wah, I believe. I will deal with it in just a moment.
I'll go. Just gotta get in
It doesn't help that in this part of the country it's light until 10 p.m. in the summertime. We have blackout curtains, but they only go so far.
It's not bright right now.
An issue. What else? Cobalt. Where's the one?
Actually build the hull.
Yeah, we have enough cobalt. Good. And platinum.
Go.
Yep, we have enough plat. Okay, so the only thing we're missing for thruster components is gold. And we need like gold everywhere, so
Alright. And we're out of ships to tear apart now, aren't we?
well then, that means it's time to weld. Yay!
To be honest, it might be a good idea to invite the Reavers back into the system.
Come on back, Reavers. We need some food.
What are we, Formics?
I mean, maybe.
Formics and Reaper, both people. So
We're anti-Formics.
Fancy Formics, I like how that sound.
just throw a little spice on the Formics, you know, barbecue 'em up.
Yeah, some good old McFormick spice.
Small steel tubes, metal grade, tube plates, superconductors, large steel tubes, more stuff. Okay.
Ah, man. Back up. Go. Now that one should start doing stuff. There we go.
What they go? But okay.
This thing is getting pretty majestic, I will say. Just stuff getting wielded everywhere.
Certainly is.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And it looks like the Spectre's getting some meat on her bones. Is that all heavy armor?
Still the bones, D. Still the bones.
Oh my goodness, that's all heavy armor.
The bones are heavy armor. The meat, as you put it, will be light armor. I'm not putting that. Or that'll be way too heavy. But on the other hand, the bones are almost complete.
I'd have to turn cargo ships back on. All those blue and yellow lights are so cool. Yeah, Scorpion Core, it does look good. That ship will make beautiful salvage, says Hawk. Oh dear.
Excuse you?
He's talking about Spectre.
Okay.
Well, the hammer will make good, beautiful salvage.
Oi. It's all heavy armor. I like to see somebody try to scrap this thing.
I mean, Scarlet's
Oh.
watching.
Yeah.
As is Enderoth.
Careful with what you wish for.
Yeah. Remember, we're going to use it to impact the surface, so it'll turn itself into salvage.
Kinetic impactor. Oh man. Oh, the big one? The big one's gonna be beautiful salvage? Yeah, probably.
Oh,
That's the
Gonna
bottom.
overload
I
every
just
assembler with iron. Because they're not pulling enough.
So many extra components
Managing
needed.
inventory, I feel like in pyramid.
Yeah. Well, this is... I wouldn't be surprised if this is similar in mass to the pyramid. Yeah, Enderoth, that's a lot of metal grids. Let's see how my, our construction is working. How are we doing on cobalt?
Oh, cobalt, we have 120k still in storage.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe a little bit more.
Production is...
I
That's a
think
lot of
we're
small
fine.
steel tubes getting chewed through. Okay, we're gonna need to make some more metal grids as well.
Metal grid.
Metal grids.
Grids of metal.
All
Salvage.
the middle grids.
Yeah, Lancer, that does work. Except that Bob is not going to be in the world where we've got... Oh, that looks so cool. Watching something get bobbed to completion does look really cool.
As long as you have the materials.
Yeah, which we're kind of... and speaking of to completion, this thing's still looking pretty skeletal. Gonna need to, unfortunately, put some more stuff
Armor.
into it. I think all the components are in. What is this?
Make
Why
sure
is
to double
there's
check.
interior walls? That's fine. Okay, it's there. What the? Oh, that way's up. That's why.
The welding is so satisfying right now, and I have no clue why.
Yeah.
The lights sizzle everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, heck, I've even got my cockpit finally done. You know, I've been putting it off forever. Just slap it down.
My goodness. So many pews. So many pews.
Is this Andrew's ship again?
It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? With the little strake lit off the side. It does kind of feel like the Andronator.
But just looking down that barrel just gives creeps, doesn't it?
Alright. So I will go fill up with some steel plates and some interior plates. And this thing rolling.
Well, all the iron
Oh, we are out of
inventory is now on an assembler, getting refined even further into components like steel plates and others.
Oh yeah, steel plates are... Yeah, we're sucking down steel plates like they're going out of style.
You need to get more iron?
I mean, I just placed like, I think it's 1 ton, the correct number. I'm not sure.
So that's a yes.
Maybe. It's a maybe. I just
I'm looking
barely
through.
filled out all the assemblers with iron.
Yeah, we're
All
gonna need some
making
iron.
Steel plates.
Yeah, we're gonna need more iron here. You're right. Time to resume the welder, the grind, the...
I mean, a lot of the assemblers have like 20 to 30,000 iron in them, but there's none in storage at all.
storage. Yeah.
So in some of this, we've got like detector comps. We won't need those, right? Can't I take these
Nope.
apart?
Yeah, I'd say disassemble most of them.
I'll assemble all of them though.
And just
Sure.
Seems like a few hundred.
yeah, we have over 1,000 canvas.
Yeah, but that's only silicon, so...
Aren't they silicon and iron?
Oh, I thought they were only silicon.
No, silicon and iron. Everything's iron in this game.
Well, at least you know those parachutes are very durable if they're made of, iron, though.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, this thing.
So I wouldn't expect them to work particularly well if they're made of, well, heavy metal.
Well, it's iron and silicon alloy. And if it's woven in the right way,
Oh,
You know, I don't think science can excuse that one.
no, probably not. Oh, that looks cool. Watching all those lights go everywhere. Although it is taking all of our steel plates away.
Oh, yes it is. We may need more assemblers.
Top front hull is almost like completely done.
Assembler 31.
I see those Greebles, crew. Yeah, the front of the ship is basically done. There's a couple turrets on the sides.
I think I have to move all of these manually to the assemblers.
What do you mean? What do you need to move to the assemblers? It
The-
should pull automatically.
The detector compositions?
Components.
Sorry, components. I'm so tired and I'm still thinking
Is
about the children.
Is it set on disassemble or assemble?
It's
Just
It's set on disassemble. However, I don't, as far as pulling it, because in the production queue, it was like, oh, I'm going to produce this if I search for detector comps, but it would disassemble only if it was in the inventory, and
No, it works the same. Set it to disassemble, and then click to add like you were adding it to the queue, and it'll automatically pull and disassemble.
okay. It seemed like it was building more because it was being added to the inventory, but
make sure to empty its ore thing. The
I'm
ingots. Yeah. If you want, just tell me the name and I'll do it.
Yeah, it's nickel and iron.
Number 31, disassembling.
Hey, Smoke James.
Okay, that's good.
Smoke James has entered the chat.
I feel like that's the name of a man who is associated with a 1920s fedora, a cigar, and a speakeasy.
That could
Two
be.
of those. I have 2 or 3 of those things.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3
Cigar and a
ain't bad.
speakeasy?
Nobody has a fedora.
He's seen my
How dare you?
on my.
It's a very stylish hat. Thank you very much.
It is.
No, I said nobody has a fedora. That was the joke. Not that nobody wants a fedora. Nobody has one.
This must be an Americanism.
It's a meme around here. I don't get it either.
That's not a meme around here.
You boomers won't understand.
Oh, go crawl back to your elementary school crew.
Oh dear.
Have I hit
Though on
that?
the subject of hats,
Yes.
people always seem to confuse a fedora and a trilby, and I don't know why.
Because a lot of people, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people don't wear hats.
I look dumb in hats.
That is true.
Yeah, I know.
It's odd.
Not wearing a hat?
Well,
I think he meant that
not
looking dumb in
wearing-
hats is out.
like, yeah, it's weird that people think they look dumb in hats when most people actually look really good in hats.
My favorite are like the big old hats that the ladies wear to the races. I think those are hilarious.
Oh, those massive parasol hats.
Yes.
Yes. I always wanted to wear one of those, but I could never find one that fitted. Or never find one that fit the style. Because I could never find one in black.
That's because they're not meant to be black. Maybe there are some
Well, they can
from
be.
funerals. I don't know.
Exactly. For ladies used to wear them for the black ones specifically. And they used to have these brilliant veils that came across the face.
Right.
But they came over the hat, and then they went down past the brim and came back in. And then they went across the face. It was absolutely stunning fashion. And I would have loved to wear one, but I can never seem to find one. Which is the most annoying thing.
Well, so back then things were made by hand and it was a craft, but now people want things faster.
Everything's mass produced.
Yes, and so those types of hats are not a thing unless you can find like the 1 or 2 people who make them by hand.
So that's a thing.
Yes, it's a sad.
They are expensive too. My only handmade hat that cost me about $500.
They've all well, if it's handmade and specially fitted and made with the finer fabrics, that's the thing is hats. The reason hats were such huge deals and so very large was because it was not just fashion, it was a sign of wealth. If you could afford a massive hat like that, if you could afford a massive hat like that, then wearing that hat was a way to show that you could.
Could afford to wear it.
Yeah, I could afford to have it made especially for you, and with the best fabrics and the finest fashions, and of course the fashions would change, and you'd have to go and get a brand new custom made hat, and so
You're a brand new custom made hat.
No, I'm not. I keep hearing their door and I don't understand.
I will go.
All I know is Papa's got a brand new bag.
I
Have
wish
you
I had a
magnesium?
brand
I don't know. Yeah, Smoke Jane's derby hats. That's what they. Yeah.
new- yes. Always wanted one.
Well, I went in and asked them what was going on, and they all pretended to be asleep, and I'll take it.
Well, we are
You know,
out of magnesium, so
You're out of what?
We're out of what?
Magnesium?
yes.
Oh no, we need ammo. Well, unless we're going all energy, which maybe I think
We're gonna need some. We're gonna need some projectile ammo for the ship. It's got a couple rail guns, and it's got a bunch of Mark I batteries on the bow. The kind of hat I look good in is, I mean, pick a large cowboy hat style and those kind.
Yes, Scorpion Core, the people who made hats were called hatters, which is why the Mad Hatter is a thing, because a lot of the hatters would make the linings out of lead.
Mercury.
Yes, and so it would.
Mercury and
Yes, and so it would get you a little bit sick in the head.
tiny bit mad.
I'm going
Going
slightly
slightly
mad.
It finally
Speaking
happened.
of musicals, speaking of musicals, and rather more musicals that I didn't know existed, but I was very glad to find. And some people may know of it, and some people may not. It was the Death Note musical that I found out exists.
It's a musical.
What?
There is a musical. There is a musical of the Death Note anime, which
Fascinating.
I was very intrigued to find out about, and mildly surprised. But there is a specific song that I'm sure you will probably like, Navarine,
Okay.
because I am very much taken with it, to the point where it has gone into my favorites playlist. And that is a high praise for many a song. It is called They're Only Human, and it is essentially sung by these two, from what I can gather, immortal beings who are singing about the failures of humanity and the way humans work in their eyes.
Okay.
And it's very, very well sung. I will send you a link to it after the stream,
Okay.
because I'm sure you will enjoy it.
Thank you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, it is a very good song.
Woo.
Though I didn't actually come across it while searching for the Death Note anime. I came across it while searching for a Good Omens animatic. So, you know, everything's linked.
Huh.
Everything's relative.
Google has found you.
Good Omens is an interesting show.
Good Omens is a very interesting show, and it's a show that I very much enjoyed. And I very much enjoyed the books as well.
I've read the book. The book was fun.
I forget, I say books, but there's only one.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say books is because I think it's a Terry Pratchett thing. He's got many books. There's more than one. But no, there's only one Good Omens.
There can be only one.
There is.
Black Phoenix did you a correct, Nabarine. At the other end of the extreme, there is the animation of the Death Note demon singing Pineapple Pen. Do not Google it, you will regret it. Alright.
Oh, now you made me curious.
I don't know if you guys heard, so they're trying to correct me in chat because I had said lead, but Lucian had said mercury, and I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I said yes. But yes. Yes, it was mercury, not lead.
Well, I'm not sure on the lead thing, actually, because I'm fairly sure there is something to do with hatters and lead, but it might be a completely different, like, thing.
I do know that people used to think that tomatoes were poisonous because they would eat off of lead plates, and so they would all get sick when they ate tomatoes. So initially, people thought that tomatoes were poisonous, but,
And they found out it's the lead.
yes.
Yeah. Because people back then were a little bit stupid.
Well, I mean, if you don't have access to all of the different things to...
True.
Yeah.
We made
No
ourselves
knowledge
less stupid.
means no knowledge.
Get in that bed, little boy.
Sweetie, what is it? It's like, I want mommy, and I'm like, why? I've told you multiple times that it's bedtime. I won't be changing my story.
He doesn't want a story, he wants hugs. That's what they always
Well,
want.
but he got those.
But he wants
Wants
more.
Mom.
This is the same child who will get out of bed every single night and come into our bedroom in the middle of the night and climb into our bed. And it doesn't matter how many times we're like, you know what? This is why mommy is always tired, because you come in and you wiggle like a freaking worm all night and you're supposed to be staying in your bed. Like, yeah. I don't mind the snuggles, but when you're expected to stay in your bed, you gotta stay in. It's okay if he wants mommy. He
Why? Why do you want mommy? No answer. Just aunt mommy.
want mommy.
Aunt mommy.
Yes, Lancer, I think that's correct. The little one is slowly working out being little one no longer gives a free pass.
Energy low.
Energy low, my favorite.
And there's a saw.
I don't know. It's not fair to be like, oh yeah, you can come into mommy and daddy's room and sleep in our bed, but your brothers who love your mommy and daddy just as much as you love your mommy and daddy aren't allowed to. That's not fair. That's not okay.
I mean, I don't want them coming in either. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't want any of them coming in. I mean, if they absolutely need something, yeah, go ahead, come on in. But if it's I just want to sleep in here because I have not learned how to just fall asleep in my own bed, then no.
Now is the time to learn.
Yeah, consider this a learning experience. Of course I need a girder. Oh boy. Steel plates again, I'm sure.
I think they need more assembler. Another assembler tower.
We have how many assemblers now?
I have no idea. Maybe 30 plus.
Looks like 32 assemblers.
Yeah, but that's just like a number. If you just get rid of an assembler, but yeah, wrong.
No, it looks like there are 32 assemblers.
Well, do you want 32 more?
Do we have the resources for all this? I mean, I guess we have to have the resources for all this.
Maybe.
It's just frustrating. It's like, where do we move the bottleneck? We removed the welding bottleneck, and now we have a resource bottleneck. Arrgh!
I
That's
knew
how
that
it
would happen,
works.
though.
Nab always
It's very
knows it's gonna
difficult to
happen.
balance the
No,
system.
Nab obviously
When-
doesn't always know because chat was very, very sure to tell me that I didn't know.
This always happens in games like where you need to do factory stuff. When you just touch one little thing on the system, everything just, all the balancing is gone. You need
Yep.
to do all of that again. And here at Space Engineers, we just go from one bottleneck to the other.
Yay, bottlenecks.
Yay.
Welcome back, Smoke James. Captain Rush, why are you not suited for parenthood?
Is this thing extended as far as it can extend?
I'm not suited for parenthood. Obviously, because I'm a child.
Well, so like, this is just how our parenting works. I have lots of other parenting friends who are like, yeah, come sleep in my bed and it's a big party. Some of them are single mothers and they love being able to snuggle with their kids, you know, and that's fine. But I have 3 of
But
them.
apparently they don't have to get up in the morning. I mean, jeez.
I have 3 of them all about the same age, and the fairness factor is part of it as well, like I mentioned. But the other thing is DE has to you know, he has to go to work early in the morning. If he doesn't get the sleep he needs, then there's trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City. And then there's me, if they come in and make it so that, because I already don't sleep well. I've never slept well. And so to have the children come in and make sure I don't sleep as much as I can, then I'm constantly tired.
So that's not good.
Oh, that iron is getting etched.
Mm-hmm.
Almost back.
Black Phoenix says you need a dog to run them out of energy. They, Zorinia, their aunt, and
We named the dog Indiana.
and their grandparents have dogs, and they love their dogs. But I have told them multiple times we cannot have a dog because the dog would not be happy here.
No, my yard's too small.
Yeah, the yard is way too small, and I don't want an inside dog. So
Sounds like you need a cat.
nope.
Meow, meow, meow.
And the boys will be the first to tell you we can't have a cat because Daddy is allergic.
And because Daddy would be infuriated by the mere existence of said demonic feline.
Hairless cat. Gentleman Jan.
Those things look horrible.
I know.
Scorpion Core, I actually used to take martial arts, but that doesn't do me any good. Like, I can be dog tired and not be able to fall asleep. It's just a thing.
Have you tried the meditation?
I have tried all the things.
I have not yet tried smacking her upside the head to see if that'll put her to
Let's not
sleep.
knock me out to make me fall asleep.
Never mind, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Have you tried sedation?
There was another knock joke in there.
You're
but,
funny.
Having a cat is like having Chinese food for emergencies. Oh my gosh, Hawk. I think honestly, in restaurants of any ill repute, I think you're more likely to have dog meat than cat meat, because let's face it, Nothing tasty comes out of a cat. Nothing good comes out of a cat. Ever.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Wait, you've tried it?
Yeah,
What, dog meat or cat meat?
both.
There are a lot of people who have been in armed forces have tried many different types of
Many
meat.
local cuisines.
Yes.
I won the bet. That's all that matters to me.
See, how does Wako say it? Chan chan chan!
Chan chan chan.
Drago, have you tasted bullet?
What?
Okay, then no, you haven't.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Oh, we had tried bullet.
Like bullet for his Valentine?
No, DE, no.
Did you hear the pain in his voice? I did.
Yes.
Yes.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Energy low.
Large.
DE
Okay.
causing Dre pain
Banter.
since 2018.
Faster.
Yeah, but it's a
pretty
good
much.
pain. It's a good pain. He likes it.
Like hot sauce.
Like hot sauce. It's that pain he enjoys. Everyone has a pain they like. Not bad. Dang it, stop clicking in the wrong spot. What is this, Atlas?
Lancer says, Blue, no. Just no. The Lancer knows what you're talking about.
Fertilized duck egg? No. I've eaten chicken, but not duck egg.
Fertilized
Yeah,
chicken egg?
It's basically a
That's what
chicken
it
or
is.
duck that hasn't. It's fully grown but hasn't yet hatched almost.
That's gross.
So it's like yeah. I've never tried it, but a lot of my Filipino friends will always be like, "You should try." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
I was gonna say, isn't that Filipino? Yeah.
Like, I like my chicken either fully grown and deep fried or scrambled."
Oh, why is fried chicken so good? I love fried chicken. Like, there's something specifically about chicken and deep frying that is just perfect. Like, you know, people say chicken. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, chicken fried steak is good, but something about just fried chicken is the perfect balance of like, because chicken's not that heavy, and the oil makes it a little heavier, but it's not like doesn't
It depends
sit
on
in
the
your
oil
gut.
too. Like you have to get the right kind. I've had multiple types fried in different ways, and as long as it's not like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Some of the oils stick around more than others, and I can't deal with the fried chicken that's like, I am mostly fried. I'm not as much chicken as I am oil in the skin.
Yeah. You should try tarantula meat.
Nope.
That's not bad.
Nope, nope, nope.
You know what else isn't bad?
Turned
Cow meat. Cow meat's not bad. And I can afford
Oh,
cow
that's
meat,
good.
so I will
Jan-
continue to eat cow meat.
It's tastes kind of like crab.
Oh, see, I'm already out. But, I mean, that doesn't surprise me because crab is a bug. Sea bug.
No.
Do we place the banks and banks and banks of gyroscopes?
Dre is very disappointed.
You can't argue it, though. Like, I mean,
I think he was trying to just now.
yeah, but he can't really argue the
Ships
fact.
are just water bugs.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Dre has many legs, an exoskeleton, and soft, gooey inner bits. It's a bug. It just lives under the water. I had a guy, when I was in training at the company I work for, there was a guy who was former, can't remember which special forces he was, but he was like, he was one of the special forces, one of the people that do things that they're not supposed to talk about. He didn't tell me what he wasn't supposed to talk about, but he did tell me they're in South America this one time, and they ran out of, well, they're running low on rations, so they're supplementing off the land, like you do. And there are these giant cockroaches in South America. I think they were somewhere near Brazil. He didn't tell me exactly where, but my guess is somewhere in Brazil. because that's where all the big nasty bugs are.
Brazilian
Because
fish.
because rainforest. And he said that they took those things and they steamed them up and they tasted just like lobster.
Wow.
Because bugs.
Because they're bugs.
You should have some gator meat. That would be good.
See you later,
It's
alligator.
tasty.
I don't know. I tend not to eat red meats at all. I don't know if alligator counts. What does that count?
Alligator's
as
a white
red?
meat.
A white meat.
It's white meat. It's kind of like, it's a little like chicken.
See, but everybody says that. If everything tastes like chicken, then
What
just
does
eat
chicken
chicken.
What does chicken taste like?
It tastes like dinosaur.
I love my favorite explanation for why chicken tastes the way it does and why everything tastes like chicken is the Matrix. Yeah, they couldn't figure out what to make chicken taste like, so that's why everything kind of tastes like everything.
Yeah, I can see that.
The southern white meat, he says. Gator.
Magnesium, iron, gold.
And snake.
Is snake a white meat? I guess it's a lizard.
I'd say it's more like a fish with all the little bones and stuff.
Yuck. Fish. Yuck.
And it's flaky too.
There's a whole lot of
I'd
nope
cut-
going on tonight, you guys.
Usually we talk about food that's good. Today, disgusting foods with Nab and DE. Let me
To
tell
some-
you about my jalapeno chip and peanut butter sandwich.
To some
That's
people,
good.
to some people, those things aren't gross. It's just, you know,
Yes, it is.
well, I mean, depending on what culture you are from, it's debatable. You've got people who find things delicacies.
Yeah,
I'll-
but sometimes they're just wrong though. Like that balut thing? No, sorry. That's just nasty. sorry, the Philippines. You're
I do
you're wrong
wonder
about that one.
sometimes with some of those delicacies. I wonder if it's more about the novelty than it is about the actual taste.
I'm pretty sure caviar's like that. Oh yeah, we do this because it's rich. Like it tastes like it's like fishy dirt. Yeah, there we go. That's what you want to eat, fish dirt. Just down a little bit. There we go. Now we got.
I
some
did
weather
read
going
your
on.
MRE comment, Smoke James. I just didn't comment on the comment.
So it came from dinosaur. It's white meat. You know what? I accept your logic, Enderoth.
Your
Your
what
log
was
good.
it? What were you gonna say? I know. I wanted to say it because
said
it sounded like
logic.
it could be funny.
I said I accept your logic, and then I didn't actually say that. This is why we have so many silly salvages.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, gold is here.
Thank you, Dre.
Jure is
Honestly,
the
looks
best.
like a
Thank
very
you,
strange
Dre, for
fish.
all your mining.
Wait, whoa, things are
Fish?
growing off the back of this. We got like a landing platform back there now. Right in the way of the docking bay for the doodad.
I can always point downward
Gold
over
has
here.
has-
I think it's honestly long enough. This gap here is long enough.
Yeah.
That's
I just
clearly
thought-
just agreeable. Just trying to make it look a little farther out. Just something else.
Yeah, because if you look at it from the side, it looks a bit squished.
Yes.
Squishy squash.
It definitely doesn't look like anything else. Except maybe the Endronator. But we're not going to cover it in couches.
What's with the thing sticking out the back?
You know what? Only crew knows, but I'll just accept it at this point, because at least he's working on the ship.
Spoiler.
gold.
Okay, so that's thruster components held for, I think. Thruster components. And large steel tubes. We can get large steel tubes. thing we can get.
Yeah, we definitely need refueling of bloodship tubes on the bobsled.
Okay. If you want to bring it over and dock it, I'll start building a bunch of large steel tubes.
Alright.
Okay, are we at a nickel or cobalt? We're at a no. There we go. That's building. We can't build those. Can't build those. Shoot you a bunch of these. Then we go to that, and then start hitting the steel plates, large steel tubes, and construction components again. Right, not the power cells. Not that either. I might need those. There you go. Building like crazy. It is, I mean, things are getting done in there, that's for sure. Things are happening. Are these the ones that are actually getting fueled up here? No. Which are the ones getting fueled up? Lower ones?
Yeah, we still need to connect conveyor from the reactor room to the large engine bay.
So I've got... I thought there was a connection. Because right now we've got the, I've got a temporary hydrogen engine thing on the back. I'm just realizing it hasn't been fueling anything. Oh no, those are getting fueled up top. So some of these are connected, but some of them aren't. Yeah, this is getting filled up very, very slowly. 34%. One line of them. Apparently the rest of them are not connected. Oh, literally none of these are connected to each other. That explains it. All right. Mystery solved. Oh, Hawk Drakerson, we visited this one museum in California, the Museum of Man, that was all about how to serve man at the time. Nick.
Yum.
We went with Dre. It was fun.
Yep.
It's very fun.
And we managed to prevent him from paying for us, which was a feat.
It was a
in
feat.
and of
We
itself.
had to run to get to the desk in time.
Sneaky people.
I mean, we did cheat and use the stairs, but like if we had to use the ramp, I think you would have gotten us.
That was my one weakness.
But yeah, it was very interesting and informative, and very. I thought it was very well done. Museum exhibit. They were respectful, but you know, like they just laid out facts about how cannibalism has been viewed, how it has actually happened in various cultures at various times in various need.
I think we are officially out of iron.
What the line is. Anyway, it was just
Oh
interesting.
no. That's not gonna happen. We're already refining some more iron.
I'm clearing all the assembler queues.
Oh no, don't clear them.
Too late.
I have to place like... Okay. Well, if you're gonna reset them, at least reset them all, please. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes of resetting.
We're out of iron ore. But we have tons of iron though.
It's processing.
I have
Okay, I'm gonna prioritize
superconductors.
iron on the refineries.
But I can't. The ship is so huge. I can't remember what it is that needed the superconductors.
Everything. Just put it in a bob.
Everything, yeah.
I don't know where all the bobs are.
Put it in a cargo container on either one of the weld ships or on the station itself, and those superconductors will go away. They'll go
Your
into something that
problems
needs.
will be solved.
Your problems will be solved.
Yeah.
Yep. Apparently, Lucian
were
got
these guys.
disconnected from Discord.
Stone, thank you.
Sorry about that, Lucian. Didn't realize you had been removed.
It's quite alright. My internet decided to throw a fit. Very violent one.
Happens.
Chan chan chan. Okay. Go to the master
I think
now.
someone likes that.
It's just, I just think it's funny. Okay, why? Someone is putting crusher components in again, and they're not gonna get built.
It could
Okay.
be from the main assembler. That's what. Of the...
No, this is, I'm using the master assembler.
Oh, okay.
It's telling me it can build stuff, and it can't.
Most probably it's getting... When you place something on the master assembler, it goes to the other refineries. You just place massive amounts and you will see the number goes down super fast.
Well, I mean, that's part of the problem. It's full, and it's full of things we don't need, like uranium.
Oh, the inventories. Yeah, that's a thing you have to clean very often. Especially when you fill them with iron or something.
Yep, there we go. We're building steel plates again, looks like. One of these assemblers has 8,000 uranium in it.
That's odd.
Very.
Indeed.
I'm draining everything but the iron out of some of these out of the assemblers, and then letting them pull whatever they need. So that should help fix everything.
Okay.
That's a lot of
almost-
being your dead sticks.
Yes, there are a lot of lasers on that ship. So this is what it feels like to be Huaco. This is what he's been doing the entire stream, I feel. Messing with assembler inventories.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Try to move it back a bit.
Okay, most assemblers are now refining iron, and those who are not should be refining gold for getting the thruster components going.
Okay, well, I've got steel plates and large steel tubes and motors, small steel tubes, exterior plates, all the basic components that we're low on building.
So the boys have officially started to be quiet. So I'm gonna just go in there and give them praise for that and maybe sing them a song so that they know that being quiet at bedtime is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Be back.
Confirmed. Be back. I will turn off the nav cam for a little, which I can do very easily because I have a touchscreen. Feels like Star
D
Trek.
always flexing his touchscreen.
Oh, flex so hard.
Mm-hmm. You really like your stream box.
I do. I did do the transplant. So it is now in the new Silencio, the Cooler Master Silencio 400 case. It is a glorious thing. It's so incredibly quiet. Like my computer, my main computer on the wall is by far the loudest thing in the room.
Speaking about fans and cooling stuff, the other day on the Discord I said that my computer is overheating like a lot, and I just got an idea. What if instead of trying to get the heat out of the PC, I just get cold inside of it?
Well, you don't want to get too much cold because you can get condensation, and that's very, very bad.
Well,
yeah.
I don't think that cold. I just mean like
The-
adding a couple
it's
of
already
fans to
connected.
force air in.
Oh.
Energy.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Well, this can be a
Just wanted your
connector.
opinion to that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a great idea, Wako, because I would be concerned about. I mean, if you just if you're forcing more just room temperature air in, that's fine. But I wouldn't do anything like put like refrigerated air coming in, because you're gonna run into condensation issues, and you could just kill the computer completely.
Yep, I'm just going to do fans then. No fancy freezing stuff.
I'm gonna reconnect
Thanks.
because my game is frozen by connection problem. Even though everything is going around me, like perfectly fine.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's
got the same
interesting.
thing.
I got a streaming signal a little bit ago, and it's not going away.
Huh,
I'm guessing something like that.
Well, I haven't really gotten actually any of those big hangs. I've gotten a few chunks, but I think. So I tried.
People just disconnected and reconnected for me.
Yeah, I just saw that. Oh, speaking of hangs, there we go. There's a hang. Wasn't big though. It was a little. Hawk 32 gigs is more than you'll ever need unless you're doing video editing or other heavy number crunching stuff. Space Engineers, I've never seen it use more than like 12 gigs at a time. Like, let me pull it up right now.
I mean, 12 gigs is a lot for a game like this.
Yes, that's true. That's a lot,
Like-
but
Mega bleeding RAM.
the go to where is it? Task Manager, Performance. Let's see.
How much is it using?
in use, 19 gigs. What's using? Space Engineers is using 10.5 gigabytes of memory right now. And it's saying it's very high power usage. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, no idea at all.
It is properly multi-threaded though. Like, it's hitting 8 of my 16 cores.
That is good.
And you know,
Okay,
I'll take 8
we need to
cores.
decide a
It's fine.
place for. We need to decide a place for adding gyroscopes.
Distributed gyroscopes are always the best. I thought I had put some gyroscopes in already. Did I not?
Checking the inventory screen unless they got changed. There are no gyroscopes.
Okay, well.
So let's start with placing some on the reactors, cause why not?
Inventory full.
I'm gonna just grab some
Inventory full.
armor. Oh, look, I'm dying.
No, D, don't die.
We need so
Made it.
I'll hit
many
it.
thruster components.
Oh, I made it.
Yeah, I started putting.
Thanks, Jared. So BB Gun WB, who is actually my father, says, just cool it with liquid helium, Huaco. Just go find a Falcon 9. Go find a Falcon 9, take its COPD out, and COPV out, and stick your computer into that. And just have some cables coming out and play it that way.
Liquid helium, that's a good option. I think that would be a little bit too cold, but
Well, I mean,
detached, but okay.
I mean, it would probably run really, really well while it stayed that cold.
Mm-hmm.
And good night to
It would
Black Phoenix.
definitely fix
Good night, Black
my
Phoenix.
overheating issues.
I mean, the biggest issue that both of you have is that you're trying to play high-end games, demanding games on laptops, and it just, unless you have a laptop that is like 30 pounds, or hang on, let me do the math, like 18 kilograms, it's like it's not really it's not a thing.
I'm
14
not doing
kilograms.
that.
Because most laptops just don't have the cooling capability. They just hit that thermal throttle limit so fast. Hawk says shot because I almost died of O2 in power. Okay. In my inventory, anything steel plates? I got steel plates. Okay, let's whack down some gyroscopes.
I am
Oh,
placing
look.
some.
A large
here.
stepped wall. Good place for gyroscopes.
Gyroscope.
We're gonna need a couple of these. I need steel plates to place gyroscopes, so I'm just gonna take some steel plates from the structure of the ship itself. Oops. Did not want to do that one. What the?
What?
There's like a random greeble and I don't know where it came from or where did it go, but it's not my problem, Cotton Eye Joe. Sure, that's
Hey,
good
that may
enough.
have to be a little bit close to the thruster.
Well, there are definitely some gyroscopes now, I will say that.
Yeah, I am adding some.
Are you putting them more towards the aft? Because these, I've got like a forward gyro bank going now. We'll probably want them distributed throughout the ship a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just adding a little bit of somewhat protective gyroscopes on the thruster area.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna get them on both sides, and if someone shoots the engine, they shouldn't take them all out.
Things are building. That is for sure.
Indeed.
Oh, that's what we should call it. What was the name of the final attack in Last Starfighter? Dre, help me out. I know you know.
Death Blossom.
Should we call this ship the Death Blossom?
Too
As-
majestic to this.
she's too
majestic-
lumbering to be the Death Blossom.
The majestic Death Blossom? The ponderous Death Blossom.
What was the name of the ship they had destroying that?
Ponderous.
Blossom?
Be awesome.
No, the bad guy ship. I can't. The bad guy.
I know how you feel, Dre. I don't know either. Man, just not any steel plates. The system is using them as fast as they can be built.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to add some more connective points here and there.
They were never given a specific name, but it's called the Kodan Mothership.
Yeah. I thought there was a better name for it. Too bad.
I mean, we could also do like a culture style name. That'd be kind of fun.
That's... Oh, I just died.
Just died.
Somebody get the elite tools off of my body.
They've already been picked up by Bob.
Oh, right. That's a thing.
That's a thing.
And Lucy just got kicked again.
Yep, he did. His laptop's probably melting. I can see how his flying greeble's coming along. Well, he has constructed part of a ship. It is... The scale of his ship is almost the same scale as ours.
I know.
It's much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, to be honest, the Nickadoodle is still comparable to a big ship.
Nickadoodle is pretty big. I mean, Nickadoodle is a big ship. Nickadoodle looks cooler too. Nickadoodle is still my favorite ship that we've done on Saturday Survival. She just has so much character.
Yep.
She was built out of necessity.
Yes. Necessity, teamwork, and awesomeness. And this side firing broadside battery is just...
We got
Just absurd.
136 gyroscopes built.
Okay, that's probably like
Half of what you need.
half of what, yeah,
at
half what
least.
we need.
Yeah. So the idea would be to get to like, what do you say, 300 gyroscopes distributed, so if some get shut out,
Yeah,
we
we
at
can still
least...
turn and stuff. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
So for a ship that size, we're going to need more than 300 gyros.
300.
300
Uh,
plus gyros.
Ding ding,
We're gonna need
Enderoth.
close to it.
Enderoth says the most import ant design flavor.
Taste the flavor. Nom nom nom. But they don't eat ships.
I mean, we don't know that for sure.
I guess not.
I mean, BB does, but I think they got
Yeah,
him.
we don't talk about that.
Got him. Okay, has all the ice been devoured here? Yes. No, so we can get these.
Of course. Do you want a trade drill implemented on the ice zone?
Inventory full.
No? Okay.
Vanish into
Why
things.
not?
The drill on the ice zone.
Yeah, drill like that used to mine stone that it's now useless because it has been used and adding more pistons. Yeah, no thanks.
We're not gonna
But,
use
yeah.
another one of those. Although
We could use its parts.
we could use its parts.
Oh yeah, let me paint it the color.
Can you paint it?
Maybe?
Paint gun.
Hang on.
We do have
maybe.
guns.
We do have paint
Yep,
guns.
I
Yeah.
can paint it.
Okay, sweet.
Just gonna...
I will bring
this.
the little Bob ship over. You start eating it because I think it's just out of range.
I very painfully paint this, making sure I don't paint the whole base.
I think the reason you can paint it is because
I
it's
own it.
yeah, you
well,
own it.
it's just a
You've
upgrade.
built so many things on the ship that building a repair system on.
No, I can't paint anything above here, so what's shipyard? It can't. Oh well, it just disconnected it from the shipyard.
Yep.
Nice. Well, goodbye.
Devouring.
Meow.
Right, so how long is a large hydrogen thruster or thrust length is?
It's 3 by 3
5?
by 3, I thought. Oh, you mean the fire? Yeah, I think it's 5.
2 hours to build, and seconds to be deconstructed.
Hawk, I see what you did there. Orkin Prime. Someone suggested we name this ship Orkin Prime.
Possibly.
Okay,
Why
so
not?
this thing's full now. I'm gonna go empty some inventory here.
Convert all-purpose assault carrier. Cab pack. Oh yeah. That's not a bad name.
If we don't want it to like run into some crash.
We could just call it resourceful.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. But I was thinking resourceful, but you know. Resourceful, because all of our resources on into it.
Okay, Mr. Nanobot, are you not gonna build and repair system? Weld.
Big kaboom somewhere.
It's probably the resource module doing things. Okay, what the heck? Build and repair. All on. Fly mode. Weld before grind. Help new armor block. Oh, it's building stuff down there. Okay, so it is building things. It's just get away from.
Ocean snow.
So many people could say they capacked the Formics.
It's fair. I mean, if we named it Capac, we'd have to paint it bright orange.
No.
Like
Okay.
construction orange.
That's-
Extreme powered laser intensive titans soon incinerating enemies. Oh, Hawk, you could work for NASA with all those acronym skills.
Or SpaceX. There are a lot more fun of those.
Yeah.
How about we call it Supreme Executive Power?
Okay, yeah, let's...
Could work.
Am I out of... Okay, I'm very confused. I'm right next to a bunch of blocks that need to be welded, that need to be built up, and the 8 bobs on this thing are not bobbing it.
Is it doing
Are they on?
the?
They're on,
Are they
yes.
doing the closest? Are they doing the closest, or are they doing the farthest away?
Let's try closest. Let's see. Do nearest first. Now will it reset, or do I have to fly out of range?
It automatically reset.
They should reset.
I'm gonna fly out of range anyway.
Oh, that's good. Bobs destroy random blocks I place on the air when I just get confused, so that's good.
Yeah, it'll pick up any block that's not powered, owned, or something.
What was this one
Yeah,
coming off a
who
sprue
said to
with
nobody?
wheels on it?
Rios?
Agreeable.
Oh, did you ever pull Lucian back in? He reconnected.
Oh, did he?
Again.
There he is. There he is.
Yes, here I am. My
No,
not
you should
happy
tell us
today.
in chat if you're waiting.
Or
Well,
did
I
you-
wasn't really waiting. I was testing to see if my internet would hold up while not being in Discord. Which it seems to have done. And now we find out if it holds up here.
Chin chin, chin
What
chin,
are you trying to build?
chin.
Well,
Yes.
I suddenly see Earth. Ow! No, wrong logo. Never mind. That was 20th Century Fox. Lots of spotlights.
Da, 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 da. Well, I'd stop. I don't want to get copyrighted. I mean, I don't want you to get copyrighted.
So many.
Shouldn't we start like armoring all this ship? It's like pretty much exposed.
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
You've been armoring it?
Kind of.
I'm like, that looks like a spoiler. Not exactly armor.
Looks like
Draw fire.
DE, what is this?
What is what?
The big Borg cube that I'm seeing on my screen.
Oh, it shows it for you too, huh?
Yes.
Let me turn that off. I'm showing the build area of something.
Oh.
No area. Do not.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
I just have no idea why this thing's not building stuff. Like, it should just be building, and it's not. Give me clicks like it's got nothing, and it has something. So, I have no idea. I just have no clue what's going on.
Could I add gyroscopes here? Would it be a good idea? Hey, crew.
Try.
Someone move here. Yeah. Nope. Well, you
Here
wanna
in
move
the
it?
middle of all these thrusters.
Oh, final. Is your atmosphere boat ready? For the most part?
Almost putting the guns on now.
Nice.
Just moving it out of the way so it doesn't shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's drifting.
What's drifting?
No, he was moving it, but I thought it was drifting.
Oh.
Intentionally drifting.
Good thing it's not drifting. That means I can place here, 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 and here. Okay, on the top part I see a place where I can add, well, two places where I can add lots and lots of gyros. Should I do it?
Sure. Throw some gyros on there.
Okay. Sure thing. 2, 3, 4, 5.
So many guns.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mhm.
What about the porcupine? It looks like a
Inventory
porcupine with
full.
all those turrets.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I still like the BFG myself. Fine gun.
Inventory full.
Be an S for ship.
Inventory full.
Eh.
Okay, I give up. I don't know why this is not working. It should just be welding, but it's not.
Let me take a look. Where are you?
I'm just
Oh, find it.
below Lucian's ship, yeah. Go ahead and see if you can get that thing to work. It's just not... Like, I can see some trails on it, but it's not actually welding anything, and it's doing the click. It's full of some resources. And I've been toggling things on and off. I'm about ready to fly it into the asteroid at speed.
There we go. I think it's working. Or doing something.
Good look.
Let's see. It's doing the weld particles.
No, it's not click, 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 clicking anymore.
Try flying around towards something with stuff needing welding.
I mean, it should. This ship needs some welding. It should be welding stuff. I can see the particles. It's like they're coming back to it, but never actually got back. Oops. Bonk. I don't know.
Keep losing the guns that I'm welding.
Well, if I can't get it to work, I'm just going to disassemble it. We don't really need it. It's not that useful. Bump, it goes. Okay, fine. It also sucks at flying. We'll just remove it from existence. Okay, you have failed me for the last time, Mini Bobsled.
It's working over here. Thanks for welding the ship.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't have much left in this. I need to go reload.
Goodbye.
What if we call it Bobbit? As in, like, Bobbit.
Like
Bobbit,
Lorena?
spin it.
Like Lorena Bobbitt?
No.
Bippity boppity boop.
Fuck. Ragnarok is such an overused name.
Bibbity
What if
bobbity
we
boom.
called it-
Oh, there's no bobs on it.
Yes.
But it was bobbed.
No.
What if we call it Umbridge?
Like
That's
the Harry Potter
offensive.
ones?
Well, the word itself.
Umbridge.
Umbridge.
Not Umbridge, it's Umbridge. It's an A, not an I.
Bridge. On the bridge. Oh, here I
Or
have
we
some
could call it Final Resort since it is kind of our final resort.
The last resort. We'll just call it Cut My Life into Pieces.
No.
Suffocation, no breathing.
Bad song is bad. Fuck, I don't know about Ragnarok. It's overused.
Mm-hmm. Like, so on Atlas, the other night, guys were like, hey, what should our cool combat ship be called? And they're like, we're thinking of calling it Ragnarok, or I can't remember what else it was. And I came up with all these great names. And so did Farrell. And like, my favorite one was You in What Navy? Which I think is a great name for a
battleship.
For a battleship. And they just were like, or we could just call it Ragnarok.
We could call it The Last Plan.
I don't want to mix series too much.
I mean, this is our last plan. It's our last build.
I think it would be a desperation plan if it were a plan.
What's the crossover plan?
The last effort. Nah, it's not a good name.
Fully armed and operational.
So a very strange ship design now.
Fully armed and operational. Not a bad name.
But will it be the truth?
Well, that we shall see.
Well, if we get finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will take a couple more streams, I guess.
Or I'll just leave it running with Bob on. Be like, it's gonna be done.
Well, but we keep running out of resources, and there is another ship to build.
Well, I mean, once we finish the big battleship, we can always tow Spectre into battle.
How dare you?
Wouldn't be.
Yeah, just try to not toast our computers first.
You've never battled the Formics before? I don't think you understand how this is going to go.
One of our ships will survive. Like, one. It'll probably be Nickadoodoo.
If we're lucky.
Yeah. This ship is like going to be taken down in the first 5 minutes of the battle.
I don't think it'll need first 5 minutes. I really don't. It's gonna have so much shield power. It'll be completely absurd.
Maybe 10.
I like the Dawn
Okay, 10
Treader.
minutes.
But
Oh, the Dawn Treader.
Yeah, Dawn Treader, but I like Formic Corona.
But it fails miserably post on this.
Oh, let's call it the Covert 19.
The Covert 19.
I like it.
It's not very covert, though.
No, it isn't very covert, but...
We could call it enforced social distancing.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what? That one's perfect. Keep it.
Why is there refineries on this ship?
You have great questions, and I don't have answers for you.
So when D posts on Steam, people can actually use it.
But
they
it's
can...
not.
Yeah.
It's not a ship for building. It is a ship for murdering everything within a 3-kilometer radius, or if you're in front of it, 30 kilometers or more. I don't even know how long that thing goes out. A long way.
How can Order strike anything?
I never said it was a good idea to post it there.
Thank you, Enderoth. Enderoth believes in us.
He just wants to get his hands on Nickadoodoo.
You mean he wants to get his mandibles on Nickadoodoo? I guess what you meant to say.
Yep.
Please remember, we're going against Scarlet. Never underestimate him.
Which is exactly why we made this thing.
Yeah, we decided to finally build a ship up to Scarlet's expectations. I'm putting like 15 cameras on the front of it for when they inevitably get shut off.
The moment those cameras get shut off, it means the ship is dead.
Maybe.
Because it means we don't have shields.
It's a really big ship, Wako. There's something to be said for just mass tanking. Like, it's a really big
As I
ship.
said, don't underestimate Scarlet.
We don't underestimate Scarlet.
We never underestimate Scarlet. He overestimates us.
Right
Name it Karen. It wants to see the Formic's manager.
Take me to
Wait,
your
what
manager.
It does look cool getting all built like this.
Oh no!
Back
they
is
use
very
inverted
much skeleton, though.
corners.
Thruster comp, thruster comp, thruster
They
comp.
used inverted corners as armor. Ah, it hurts me.
It's getting toasty in this office.
You can crack that window anytime you want. I will never stop you from cracking the window.
I don't know when it got closed. When did it get closed?
It got closed earlier today when I was going to do voiceovers for the video that I
Oh, and then
didn't do
you got
voiceover
hiccups.
for. Yeah, I was going to do some voiceovers for the Tuesday video, and then I got hiccups really bad, and I'm like, I guess I'm not doing voiceovers right now.
Yep, you're not.
You're not doing anything.
Today I don't
That
feel like
indicates
doing
voice.
anything. I'm just gonna be Leonard Nimoy in a home.
This is heavy, right? Yes, it is
Whoa.
heavy. Good.
That was heavy.
Heavy armor, and here is the connection point.
So you know his Bilbo Baggins song?
Yes, I do.
Every time I start trying to sing it in my head, I end up getting it crossed over with Davy Crockett.
I mean, they're not dissimilar.
Oh, but it it always ends up Bilbo Baggins, king of the wild frontier.
I love it. Send it. I approve. I accept you. Is that an orange peanut? I accept you.
I love lip readings, bad lip readings. Orange peanut for me. I accept you.
Putting more just light armor, sacrificial plating that will not do anything if the shields come down, but it'll look cool as it gets shredded.
Ooh, that's another one.
Hmm.
Sacrificial armor.
A blade of shield. If all of these guns fire, it's just going to turn the computer off. My computer will just shut off. It'll be like, no.
You need to let Scarlet host it on his server.
The problem with that,
He has Intel, so
I know he has intel, but
Oh,
I hear kabooms.
I'm exploded.
Green boy hit something.
Bob fixed it.
Where's the
That's all of
kaboom?
it.
There's
there
supposed to
was
be an
supposed
earth.
to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
I love that parts of the station that have been damaged since Wigan blew up that that section ages and
Yeah,
ages
that's
ago
fine.
is now getting repaired by the Bobs. What's all the smack talk, says Scarlet? Nothing, Scarlet. We're not smack talking nothing.
I love how
Nope,
Clonk's
nope.
like, good thing this ship has no obvious way to bypass its armor and shoot its internal hydrogen stores.
I mean, it's light armor. What do you expect? Also, we're still building it.
Yeah, I was like, it's not finished yet.
Don't worry, this still has for 1 or 2 streams more. Why did I do that?
I didn't need to build.
Okay. Char count. Have we reached 200? Yes, we have.
Okay.
We reached
Ooh,
300
junk.
already?
Most powerful supercomputer in the world. Yes, but isn't that an AMD based computer, so I won't be able to run it?
Dun dun dun.
Have we reached 400? No.
Best part is someone else is probably gonna armor the other side, and it won't be symmetrical, and it'll be hilarious.
Okay, we got 359 gyroscopes.
It's already horribly under symmetrical.
Under symmetrical?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yep.
Alright.
Energy critical.
Copy that. Energy critical. Uh-oh.
We'll still need more gyros than that.
Yeah, of course. I just.
It was
looking
just
at
an
your
update. It was an update.
Yeah.
Is it IBM? I thought there was I thought they made an Epic Rome computer that was better.
And this is all.
But maybe it was something they were planning to do, not one that they made.
But
Any
it'd
more
be
super
awesome.
dangerous places I shouldn't be placing gyroscope on? I could place gyroscopes. No? Okay.
Hey, what are we doing?
He's trying to find places for more gyroscopes.
Yeah.
I like that this little green thing looks like the hats that we were talking about earlier.
That's why. Oh my goodness, that was a chunk.
That was a bit of a chunk. Yes, it was.
I'm queuing up like 30,000 steel plates in the hopes that that will allow things to actually build. Okay, John Tech. I don't know then. Oh, yep, you can tell steel plates is what I was waiting on, because suddenly there are little bugs flying everywhere.
Bag.
It is almost
That's
that time,
interesting.
folks.
Bags.
What's interesting?
The Nickadoodle apparently had some damage in some places because it's getting repaired.
Oh wow.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
I'm sure it
Oh,
has
yeah.
damage.
And a
Yeah.
bunch of not fully welded blocks.
Yeah, in all the little nooks and crannies. Yep.
She's taken some hits in her time.
Well, it's also, I think, during her construction, there were blocks we just couldn't get to. Most of the construction was
or
done.
reconstruction.
Well, both.
Which time?
Most of the construction was done without jetpacks, and so there were a whole lot of blocks we couldn't actually get to weld.
At this point, not most of it, but the core, yeah.
Well, it did got like a pretty decent damage.
DE, can you turn on the nav cam for just a second?
Oh, jeez, I forgot it was off.
Good night, Hawk, by the way. So,
Good night, Hawk.
as I come in,
We'll swap.
this gyroscope looks for all the world like a bear. Do you see the teddy bear?
I do.
I see the teddy bear.
I do see the teddy bear.
I see a teddy bear now.
And now I can never
Now
not see the teddy
gyroscopes are
bear.
Teddy bears. Yeah, we
I'll
can
never-
see it.
Gyroscopes are teddy bears, everyone.
I'm gonna put where it was supposed to.
So, what's the name of the ship? Enforce social distancing or something like that?
Enforcing social distancing.
I don't
think.
know.
I like it. I think everybody liked it.
I guess it's better than naming it like Henry or something.
John Johnson.
Billy Bob,
Okay,
Joe
just
Bob.
entering medical room to enforce the social distancing spawn. Yay!
Enforced or enforcing?
Enforcing, I guess.
Enforcing social distancing.
Well, no, enforced, because there's
Wait,
too much
wait,
ing. Too
wait.
much ing.
Wait, I've got this. I know what it's going to be named.
Okay, you do it.
Info. Oh, it's not mine. Get mine.
Why aren't these? Why are these
All you
glowing
need to
white
is
and the other ones are all
right-click and
glowing yellow?
Change the spawn name before below it. Oh, now it's these.
Oh. I can't do it till we're done building it because it's being affected. And if you affect a grid, it resets the name because Keen.
Well, I see the name here.
See ya, Hawk.
Spawn name enforcing social distancing spawn.
Yeah,
Thrust.
BB gun, but Michael Bay is the reason that we have Alex Kurtzman and Robert Orkey doing movies for J.J. Abrams because they got their start with Transformers. So Michael Bay is just as much as at fault. So
Okay, so you know how we have happy smiles all over this massive machine of death?
yes,
I feel like they should be addressed in the name at least. So what about
Well-
stay healthy, stay happy instead of just enforce social distancing?
I actually really like that. Stay healthy, stay happy.
Healthy, stay happy.
Oh, beaming smile.
I like that one.
Hmm.
Hey guys, what do you think about gyroscope armor?
Angry sizzling, says John Tech. What's funny is like the top part of the ship looks like it could just be its own ship. Same thing with the bottom section,
Yeah, I know, right?
which may actually end up happening depending on how many hits we take. Everyone carry a control console in your pocket just in case.
If we had a control console in there or maybe a spare shield, that could totally happen mid-battle.
Pluralize beaming smiles. Hmm. You know, performance isn't good, but it's better than it was. I have not gotten those big
We
chunks.
could call it the Happy Meal.
No, it's too much Shaq, because Shaq made a missile called the Happy
Oh,
Meal.
I didn't know that. See, I wouldn't
Yeah.
know these things.
We're trying to avoid being.
See, but that's why I thought it would be funny, okay? Or the come and get it.
Nah, 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 nah.
Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready, come and get it. Appetizer.
Dinner.
Humans on a stick.
Good.
Spicy food.
Spicy food, yes.
Spicy food. Happy tummy hors d'oeuvre to go. All these smiles everywhere. The ship is so darn happy.
Happy,
So,
happy, joy,
what
joy,
about
happy, happy, joy,
These.
joy.
How about the song that
With this
never
one.
ends? This is the song that never.
I have a
Like
I
it's
have a
like
I was gonna say I have a mute button, Drago, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Somebody started singing it, not knowing what it was. I'll continue singing it forever
Nah,
just because
I don't
this
need
is
to
the
use it.
song, God.
I don't need to use a mute button on you. I can just cover your mouth with my hand. And I'm not afraid to do that right now.
It's a small world after all.
Chew on this, Captain Rush. That's I don't know. We'll have to think
How
about
did you
it.
suddenly go very British, Nat?
I
Because
was singing
Zazu.
Zazu from
Hey,
The Lion
Dee,
King.
Can you get to my position for a
Into your
little
position.
second?
Are you looking for
Yeah.
Huaco? I see Huaco.
At the start of the gun, the big gun.
Uh-huh.
Is it a good way of getting like gyros? Here we got a light armor, heavy armor on the back, and gyroscopes in the middle.
I mean, I would just do
Heavy
light,
armor.
light, and then the gyros in the middle. The heavy's a little much.
Well, at least on the part to protect the gun and
The gyros will do plenty to protect the gun.
Smoke James, have a lovely night.
Okay.
We're sorry that you
so
didn't have a good
light
week.
gyros light.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Smoke James, I hope your next week goes better. Sweet dreams, Smoke James. May they be haunted by many bananas.
Have a good night.
Yes, collectively put that in our nightmares.
Hello, everyone. Would you like a dream banana?
Would you like a dream banana? I'd like a dream banana.
Lucian, we're not talking
I would
about you
very
right
much
now.
Like a
Dream
dream banana.
bananas.
We're out of gold again.
Oh my gosh. Who else wants to go? I feel
Well,
like
it's-
Dre
it's
always has
10:07.
to go. Oh, that's true. We need to be done. No more jumping tonight, kids.
Oh, but it's looking better. It's looking a lot more like a ship.
Yeah. It went
Yeah.
from skeleton to
3 streams, but yeah.
halfway done. 2/3.
Oh, we're probably,
Not
yeah,
done
we're
this-
probably 2/3. Because most of the internals are complete. We've got some thrusters to go.
We have to
Um,
armor it up.
I mean, we don't have to armor it up that much. We only have to armor it as much as Nikadudu is, in the fact that, like, put a sheath over it, so if something bumps it without shields, it won't explode. But realistically, with the weapon mods we're using, if the shields go down, there's not really an amount of armor that's going to save it. That is nightmare fuel. Did you just hear kids running?
Yeah, there are kids that are playing outside at 10 p.m.
It's always fun.
Yeah,
Why don't their parents love them?
they do. Just in a very different way.
Love them at a distance.
Go outside.
If you won't go to sleep, just play outside.
Ooh.
Let's see. Nathan, this is the ship that never ends. Yeah. I mean, there was some feature creep here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my original idea of how big the ship was gonna be,
What's
Some.
Oh, okay.
was basically about as big as the core of it is, and then somebody built all those hydrogen tanks. And then someone built all those hydrogen tanks, and it's just like... And originally, it was supposed to fly around like this. But I ixnayed that,
Never she.
because that was way, way, way too symmetrical, and I find that to be unacceptable. Some...
He likes asymmetry.
Asymmetry
a
is
lot.
great.
About this is the build that never ends.
Yeah, it is the build that never ends. I am liking this, like, atmospheric bombardment destroyer that you've got going on, Final. I like the lines.
Thank you.
The Ball&Chain gang
Hopefully-
started building it. No.
Hopefully the Formics like it just as much.
Hopefully.
No comment on the massive battleship that is slowly turning into a sled.
You're turning into a sled?
Don't
your
question
Spectre?
why. I'm not sure.
I mean, honestly, looking at it, with all the thrusters and stuff down the middle and the sides, it kind of reminds me of, like, one of those old-fashioned cars that are, like, all nose and no body.
Oh, high octane drag racer.
No. I'm talking like 1920s, 1930s, where they've got like those inline 6-cylinder engines or inline 8-cylinder engines, just insanely long engines. So they've got this ridiculous nose on them.
Oh yeah.
You'd better watch
Feature
out.
creep. Feature creep is a great name. Oh, that is good. That is good. We'll decide this week. We'll discuss it in Discord, and I'll probably, just like we named potassium supplement, we'll probably do a poll and name it that way.
Yeah, that's going to be the best option.
We'll also do a poll on how long Lucian's ship is going to last in battle.
It completely depends on how well I fly it.
That's not all that it depends on, but you
It all-
keep going on and thinking that.
I've got plenty of reverse stress this time.
Lucian
Yeah,
will
looks
learn.
like we're running out of time.
Yeah, we've got 18 minutes left. But as always, there is no obligation for anyone to stay the entire time. I mean, if especially those of our friends who.
As I can.
Those people that are now at 2:11 a.m.
Or like
Insane people.
approaching 8 a.m. I think for Lucian.
Oh, that's hard.
Well, it's 12 past 6 in the morning here, so
12 past 6. Okay, yeah. Still pretty late / early. Nickadoodoo, a great ship.
No, Enderoth, we're not going to name it something delicious.
Something delicious. If I named it something delicious, I'd name it like peanut butter and jalapeno chip sandwich.
See, we already have the Nickadoodoo.
Yeah, Nickadoodles are
It's a
delicious.
snickerdoodle, for heaven's sakes. What more do you want?
So when you built this top bridge crew, was it your idea that it was just going to be here to get shot off?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You also built it in front of our hydrogen tank, so like not really sure if that's a good place to draw fire, but I'll take it.
I mean, there's nothing really there to draw
It's
like
a better
vanilla
place.
AI turret fire.
Oh, nice, Lancer. Always good to have a holiday. Although,
I think it's a better place than attracting fire directly to the hydrogen tanks.
the better way to go.
And Enderoth, I'm pretty sure that we all got that you wanted
we got it, yeah.
to be the name.
Message received.
Yes. I think that is why Dre made it a dramatic reading of something delicious.
Dre never makes anything dramatic. What are you talking about?
So dramatic. My favorite thing about that is the fact that he's not dramatic at all.
Yeah.
It's like the first time the Formic showed up after, Saturday Survival is just building and building and building and building without story. Formic show up and he's like, I think we're gonna die. Like, I don't think there's a way out. We might die. I don't know how this is gonna go.
And then he found out that it was just his ship that was going to die.
Aw.
Sad face.
Why are you going to bring up bad memories, man?
The shock was the best. The fact that nobody but the people who had collaborated before with the story. So it was like me and DE and Scarlet and BB and Clonk were the only ones who knew anything about the Formics. And everybody else was like, what is happening? BB shows up and is acting weird, and there's weird things going on. He's kidnapped. What is going on? It was the best.
It was
Perfect.
a lot of fun.
I knew I should have kept my gun on baby. But someone told me not to.
Well, yeah, because if you had stopped him from blowing up the shield, we wouldn't have lost the base. as quickly as we
isn't that
did.
a good thing?
Arguable.
I mean,
It was the point of it was to get us off the
I know,
planet.
it was the point
Yeah.
of the plot, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
DE
just
and I were
joking
done
around.
being on that planet. BB had told us later, he was like, because I was supposed to keep an eye on him, right? And most of the time, because he's trying to shake me and I'm realizing I've got the camera, right? So it's not like I can just like, la la la, and lose him.
I can't shake him.
So I'm chasing him around, and when he realizes, Nab's gonna do a really good job of this, and then he up and jetpacks away, and I was like, oh, that was good. That was good thinking. And he's like, yeah, there was no other way I was gonna get out of your sight. But I love that it had been, I had suggested, like, okay, just fly away. We don't need you here, or something like that. I don't even remember what exactly I had said, but I remember that when he did it, I was like, he took my suggestion and flew away.
Come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. Let's see, it's right here. I'm just putting greeble pillars everywhere now, and like things that look like they're gonna armor something that may or may not actually cover anything.
At least steel from.
Go ahead.
There's a hole there.
I'm a holder. Well,
Oh,
There's
You
a
guys,
wall there.
I keep seeing faces in
There's-
inanimate objects now because of all the smiley face. So, look. Look at it.
That is a real thing. You see faces and everything.
It looks like a skull that is freaking out a little bit. He's got the keyboard as the teeth, and then he's got one eye that's like, "Ugh," and the
No,
other
I'm
eye's
never
like,
not
"What?"
going to see that Nabarine. Stop it! Stop it!
Gyroscopes are teddy bears. Survival kits are skulls that are going a little bit nuts.
Lol.
What other
Wait, I wanna
faces
see
can
that
I
now.
find?
How many faces can you find? Oh, thank you, Captain
Well,
Rush.
if you start actively looking for them, then you're just going to start not finding them.
Number 23.
That's how it works, sadly.
Well, it's just like when you get a car, when you buy a car, suddenly you see that car everywhere, because literally you are now trained to look for that car. So your brain's like, there's one, there's one.
Right.
There's
Or
one.
I mean that works for
Yeah.
anything that is suddenly
Oh.
called to your attention, like a word that you learn and suddenly you hear it all the time, or a fact that you didn't know before and you officially learn it and then you hear it often.
Yeah.
Fact.
By the way, if you guys haven't seen Kid History, just go watch it.
Yeah, like leave our stream, just go watch Kid History.
No, don't let me.
Nah, I prefer
Count
first
zero.
kids.
Oh, I should do more baby tech.
Yes.
Yes.
It
But-
is a crowd favorite.
Yeah, I just lost the saves. I'll have to start over again, which means
Yeah,
I have
that's the thing. A lot of the things that we're like, oh, yeah, we should do that. We lost the saves when DE changed things up. on
because
his
I
computer.
backed up the save folder, but it turns out that that particular game saves its stuff in Steam, but doesn't do cloud saves because why would it? So, meh, meh.
Is it buying the excuse? Because I'm not.
Well,
What?
he lost the save, but I mean,
just
it
start over?
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter, I suppose, because it's just that one. But when it comes to Battleship Brigade, which many people have no idea what I'm saying when I say that, but that game, all of that save was lost too, and DE was like, "Yay, it's lost forever, and it's been ages since we've played it," and it still comes up in our Patreon chats where people are like, "Well, where's Battleship Brigade?" And
I'm like,
well,
why won't you guys forget about it?
because they liked it.
Let's see, I need some windows here.
Game.
I was thinking about playing it with the kids, because the kids would probably love that game.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Playing it with the kids up until the point that DE and I were, and then that could be its own thing, I guess.
it's an anime game. I just
So
can't
what? You liked that game. You had fun playing
I-
that game.
Come on, E. Try to deny it.
I did not enjoy the game's story. I did not enjoy the game's characters. I thought that the cooking mechanics were somewhat entertaining in the way that a mobile game can be somewhat entertaining.
He had fun.
Status update. 522 gyros have been placed.
So
I had fun, but I did not want to have fun.
That's pretty
I
much
do
what it
not like
was.
them, Sam-I-Am. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them in a fox. With a fox.
With a fox.
In a fox. Definitely not in a fox.
I thought
In
they
a
smelled
box.
bad on the outside.
Oh man, I foxed that up.
Ah, that was a dangerous one there to eat.
Why was that dangerous? Banana, banana, banana. Oh man, it's so chunky because of all the bobs running. All the states updating. Ah, build my minions, build.
I'm thinking of bad tongue twisters because theater people like doing that.
You're a bad tongue twist. You never mind. Forget I said anything. Full stop. Reverse. Engines to reverse. Okay. I like how a whole bunch of the outside of the ship got done, and then there's like all this inside armor that people have now added because it's like, oh crap, we've got all this stuff exposed. Quick! The ship's like, but I'm naked over here! I don't know why the ship has like some weird high-pitched southern accent, but it does, and we're just all going to have to accept that now.
Okay. What's its name? Did we officially name it?
We're gonna,
We said we were gonna have a vote.
We're gonna have
That's
a poll,
right.
yeah, we've got a lot of good suggestions.
I'll have to go back and collect them.
Androth, deep breath. Family show!
On later.
Why does
That's really
Nickadoodoo not have power?
Will the batteries finally die?
Energy low.
yeah,
Okay,
probably.
possibly.
I'm grabbing the name right now.
I told you it didn't have
We all agreed it didn't have it, and then none of us did anything about it because we were busy building the ship we're supposed to build, so.
Which is fine.
Which is acceptable.
Totally fine.
I don't. It's
Wow.
by something, but I'm not.
Oh,
sure
Space
what
Engineers
it
has
was.
had a problem and crashed.
Oh no.
Here we go. Let's put that up.
I guess we're finishing 5 minutes.
Help us resolve the problem. Please provide a description of what you were doing when it occurred.
Playing the game.
Was
We were playing your
the game and hoping the terrible AMD issues didn't ruin my experience, but a crash did instead. Free salt.
You send that. You send that report.
Uh,
Love Ball and Chain Gaming.
Yes. They will hate you for life.
Oh, they already don't
and
like
we
us.
love it.
they've stopped talking to me.
Yeah, they've stopped talking to us.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well,
Yeah.
I guess. Look, guys, they will make sure the issue will be fixed as soon as possible.
Yay!
Yay.
The problem will be fixed on the 5th of never.
Yes.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah.
At least the Nabcam's still running, Space Engineers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Face
just
palm,
hope
dang it.
we
Thanks,
an
Drago.
autosave.
Go ahead and
Waiting
just
for an autosave to.
go ahead and give me
Maybe
the whole camera so that we can watch Space Engineers and not your desktop.
No, but why not? Like, I might
Donation
accidentally
detected.
spoil something. But now that I
That's always fun.
that is always fun. I could open up the forbidden
Any-
folder. But it's
Well,
really small
Anyone on
now.
chat saw any spoilers? Well, you saw nothing.
You didn't see anything. Well, we might just end it right there.
See,
because
this
there's
is
no
the
point
forbidden
in
folder
putting
right
it
here.
back up.
There it is. See, there, if I double click that, you'll see season names and characters, episode names and character names and all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna close this window and I'm not gonna double click that folder because I'm a tease. That was a tease. Anyway, guys, we'll probably just end it here because it's 3 minutes left, and by the time we got everyone loaded in, it'd be time to end. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tolerating our endless build streams. Yay! And we'll probably have another endless build stream another time. Yay! Hooray! I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it up with a whole bunch of resources and just have it build Bob and do a time lapse, and that'll be our Tuesday video. There we go.
There.
Cheap out Tuesday video. All right, guys.
I'm still going to
Good night, Lucian.
Good night, Lucian.
And chat, Fleet Admiral Henderson. Yep. Well, you know, this is crashing games is never fun, but at least it happened at the end of the stream.
Yes.
Thanks all, and have a great night.